Hello squad, and thank you guys for watching. Okay guys, so I'm going to apologize in advance because I'm super stuffed up. I was trying to fight a sickness for the last 2 days. I keep getting sick, but I think it was just traveling from New York to Florida. Drastic change in weather, y'all know how that can be. Okay, so before starting, I'm going to say that, I am behind 2 weeks because I was sick 2 weeks ago. Last week was Hurricane Irma. So for those waiting for a reading, I got you. Don't worry about it. You don't have to email me unless the circumstances have changed or you need to update me. But I am getting all the readings out as quick as possible. All right? So let's see what's going on, squad. How is our love life looking for September? I'm going to start with general. And then I'm going to do singles. And then I will do couples. And I'm sure we will have a very beautiful timestamp here because squad is always solid with that. So thank you in advance. All right. So let's get into this. Let's see what is going on. And then maybe I'll tell you guys my situation and what happened in New York. All right. So let's see. Okay. The energy for this is a Page of Wands. Passion coming in. Something new coming in. Possibly talking to someone new. Could be a fire sign or just something that's very passionate. Now, there could have been some sort of dissatisfaction that you had in the past, something that was burdening, but you moved away from it quickly because you saw that it wasn't going to work. You saw that there was a lot of conflict, okay? So it's like you're moving towards something and you're working towards something that's going to be a lot more passionate. Behind that we have the King of Wands, which is strong passion, the Eight of Pentacles working on that passion, Knight of Cups, love coming in, the Lover's card. Come on, that's awesome. All right, guys, let's get into the reading. So the first card that you guys have for the past is the Death card. Death card is all about a 180, a huge shift. So, it's the end to something, but the start to something new. So if you were single, that means you got into a relationship. If you're in a relationship, that means you could have broken up. Okay, Ace of Cups in the reverse. So there could have been a loss that you felt, something that you ended, something that you cut off in order to have a new start, something that's going to last for a while, something that's going to, have longevity in it, something that's going to be stable, something that you build, okay? Now, the next card you guys have for your past is the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So, with the Queen of Swords in the reverse, could have been an air sign for some of you that you were talking to, but this is just somebody who's kind of salty about a situation, someone who says things and does things to make things worse, just really crazy shit, okay? Things that are unnecessary to be said, but they only say that because they're hurt. And, okay, this person feels unstable, so this could be you or this could be somebody else feeling this way towards you because, there is something that you had to cut off in order to start something else. But it was wish fulfillment, okay? So I think that someone was just salty that you got something that you deserved, all right? Something with a lot of passion here. Could be a fire sign or just a very passionate sign in general. Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So it's like you may have been trying to go about this, but you weren't sure which way to go about it. The Page of Pentacles is someone who kind of has to take a step back and kind of reassess the situation, find a new way. Because it's like you're trying to juggle between two things or balance out two things or just find, just find balance in general. You guys could have been in a place that you felt lost, but there's an offer that was accepted here, okay, and something that you were patient for it to come in. And this only happened after you gave up on something, but it's going to be something very loving here. Now, in the present moment, we have the Seven of Swords in the reverse, which is secrets coming out. All right, so let's see what's going on with these secrets. All right, Seven of Wands in the reverse, something that can be frustrating, either on our end or on someone else's end. But the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So, there's something that comes out. I don't think that it's the worst thing because we're still feeling happy and abundant throughout all of this, especially with the Knight of Pentacles having this earth energy. So it seems that we're solid. But there was some sort of, maybe you're keeping something on the low. It came out and, people may have been upset about it or maybe you got a lot of shit for it. But it's just like the worst is past you. So you're just fine. You're like, okay, it's whatever. Then you have the Strength card, which is just what it is, being resilient throughout a situation. The Tower card in the reverse, somebody switching up on you immensely. But whatever the switch up is, you avoid conflict. Or you choose to avoid conflict at all costs. Five of Wands in the reverse. Either you're dealing with someone who doesn't bring you conflict, or if they do try to bring you conflict, you're like, no, I'm not taking part in this. The next card we have, excuse me guys, is the Justice card in the reverse, which is an injustice that's done. We have the Lover's card here, okay, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay guys, for a few of you, maybe this is concerning a water sign, but there could be something that happens. It doesn't have to necessarily be cheating, just something that you feel is just, something that you feel wasn't right, something that your partner should have spoken to you about. For some of you, it could be cheating, but it's concerning this love situation. It's something that could lead to arguing, okay? But there's still love and passion here. Moving forward, the first card you guys have is the Moon card in the reverse, which is everything's out on the table, the secrets are out on the table, and it's like you're able to heal from everything that you found out. I'm like so scared to do my own reading this month, guys. I was trying to avoid this. You have the Two of Swords, so it's like you're between a rock and a hard place. Okay, so you're trying to decide between two things here, but you take a path that you're passionate about. Okay, but there's still a sense of like, you know, is this something I want to do? With the Hangman, with the Ace of Wands in the reverse, there's this back and forth that happens. Okay, and someone may possibly be getting cut out, or this may involve an air sign. Okay, but there's gonna be balance here. But somebody may be not using their intuition. Now the last card for the past is, for the future, I'm sorry, is the Eight of Wands, which is communication coming in. Someone from the past returning, an ex, you going back to an ex coming back to you. And with the High Priestess in the reverse, this is someone that that throws you off in a sense, but someone that you may try working on things with. But you have the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups, so you know there's definitely love and passion here. Alright, so that was general, guys. Let's see what's going on with singles. Oh my god, if any of you have like one of your grandma's old recipes for clearing out a stuffy nose, drop that in the comments. Pronto, I promise you, if I have the ingredients, I will concoct it today. Oh man. I know my grandma has all these healing recipes. I don't know what the hell is in them, but I know you wake up like a brand new person. Alright, singles, let's see what's happening. Okay. Alright, so the energy for this is the Justice card. You find balance in the situation. Whether something good that happened or whether something bad that happened is something that just had to happen, is something that's going to put you in the direction that you need to be going right now in life, especially with love. Now, there may have been a breakup for some of you, something that's very hard for you to get over, but the cards are saying the fact that you left this person was a victory, and that this is going to be something you're going to get over because you have a new start coming in for you. Alright, that's awesome. So let's see how this plays out. First card you have for the past is the Three of Cups. Okay. And the Two of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so with these two cards next to each other, there's a third-party situation and a falling out. Alright, and you're seeing shit for what it is. You're getting out of your head about it. You're not letting this person put bullshit or excuses in your head. You're just moving on. It could be either or. The energy could go both ways. You could have done this to someone or they could have done it to you. The next card here is the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So, again, could have been an air sign, but just a lot of reckless shit that was happening. Somebody was manipulating a situation. Okay, and a strong air presence here, guys. And something had to be cut out. You know, the King of Swords comes when there's too much dead weight on the wagon. Okay, he cuts all that shit out. And you cut someone off, or they cut you off. And there was a new start, but the start was with cutting this person off and being by yourself. Okay, walking away. Not having a hard time to, but you had to. Alright, there's too much conflict. You know, the Page of Swords in the reverse, he's a sassy asshole, okay? And he's very smart, too. So it's just like one of those people that's like, they're so smart, but they're getting on my nerves, okay? But just someone who talks a lot of shit. Alright, so in your present moment, guys, you have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, which is you getting over this loss. Alright, knowing that it was victory and letting it go. Okay, and there's something new that's starting. The next card you have is the Three of Swords. So you're still heartbroken about a situation. It's like you're slowly getting over it, but it definitely still bothers you. You're upset at the fact that you're not communicating with this person from the past. For some of you, it may have been a fire sign. Okay, but there could have been someone else coming in here, because you have the Page of Wands in the reverse, which would be cutting off a fire sign or any sign for that matter, and the Page of Pentacles starting something with someone else, or it could just be you slowly getting up and picking yourself up and talking to yourself, self-affirmations, moving forward. Okay, because either you or somebody that you're dealing with, which could have been a fire sign, I see a lot of fire here, it's like they were very promiscuous and very unreliable. The last card you guys have is the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, so you focus. You drop the ball on what you know is not going to work, and you let it go, because there's too much conflict here. Okay, there's too many secrets. Okay, you're removing yourself from a toxic situation here. The first card you guys have for the future is the Two of Wands in the reverse, which is you guys feeling lost in a situation, okay? Feeling like this thing that you had invested your heart and your time into was just a waste of time. The Hierophant in the reverse, so it was just unconventional. There had to be a fallout, okay? And that's what's going to give you stability now that you drop this person. The next card you guys have is the Seven of Swords, which is about secrets. Alright? And you making a decision based on these secrets. It could be your secrets, or it could be someone else's secrets that come out. And you remove yourself again from this toxic situation. You stand your ground. So secrets may come out about this person, but you're just like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. And it may cause you to feel tense, or it may cause a lot of tension between you and this other person. Alright? But the Ten of Swords in the reverse, the Ten of Swords upright, you're just done. It's like you feel so defeated by this. You feel a loss, a huge loss. Okay, so you turn your back to expand. And that was the best thing to do with the High Priestess next to it. You're listening to your higher self by walking away. You're listening to yourself by guarding up. You're listening to yourself by being stubborn, okay? Sometimes the Taurus stubbornness has to come in, okay? And we have to let people know, like, no, you're not going to do that. Not anymore, not on my time. Alright, guys. Alright, what is happening with my Taurus couples? Okay. So the energy of this is the Justice card in the reverse. So those are relationships, be careful this month for sure. Over this very loving relationship, okay? Something that you may feel really good about. The first card you have for your past is the Temperance card, okay? So let's see what's going on, because Temperance is just you feeling balanced about a situation. Being patient, feeling balanced with something that was happening in terms of love, but you were being guarded at the same time. Okay, and there may have been something that you gave up on, but it's like you weren't in a rush to get into anything new. You're just kind of, just chilling while something better came along. With the Five of Swords in the reverse, you avoid a conflict at all costs. Alright, we have the Fool card in the reverse. So it's like you avoided a bad situation, honestly. Possibly with your past. Alright. The last card we have is the Knight of Swords. So with the Knight of Swords, this could be you dealing with an air sign. Alright? And a secret that may come out about this person or may come out about you. Okay? Something that doesn't make you proud. Okay? But there is a strong union here with the Two of Cups. Now, in the present moment, we do have the Three of Cups in the reverse, which could mean a third-party situation, okay? The Death card. Okay, so that's interesting. So maybe there was a third-party situation here. Or maybe someone had someone else, whether it be you or whether it been this person, but that's deaded. That's being ended. Okay, it was too burdening for this person to hold on to two people. Four of Swords, taking a break from a situation. Someone took a break from something, okay? Something that they may have felt stuck in for a while that they knew was unstable. But they, let go of that in order to manifest something else. Queen of Cups in the reverse. So could have been someone you're dealing with, a water sign, or just you or somebody else being very emotional over this thing that you're trying to manifest. And with the Hanged Man, it's like you were trying to get something new off the ground, but you're kind of in limbo, like, where do I go? What do I do? Because there could have been a huge switch up with this other person that may have led to some arguments or, some loss in passion. Eight of Cups in reverse. So it could be you towards an ex or an ex towards you. So it could be an ex who's very unhappy with what's happening here. Ace of Cups in the reverse and feeling like they're not going to get what they want from this. Just being very upset because you found something good. Alright, now moving forward, there's a Chariot. This is a card about travel. This is a card about things transpiring quickly. This is a card about movement forward. Moving house, moving job. To something that you're going to be extremely passionate about. Okay? And there's going to be a part of you that you might just be stuck in your head. The Eight of Swords is like a mental thing. It's the confinements we make for ourselves, the confinements we put into our own heads about, our limitations of what it is that we can and cannot do, or what it is we can help transpire or not transpire, reference to love. Okay. Now, the next card you guys have for the future is the High Priestess in the reverse. So this is, not listening to your intuition, not feeling good about a decision that you're making, but there's something that you're not worried about. All right, and the Hierophant. So this is typical Taurus behavior. You have your wish fulfillment here. You have something that's really good for you. And it's something that's good, solid, conventional, that can lead to, long-term commitment, even marriage. And it's something that you don't have to worry about, but you're just like, wait, because the High Priestess is in reverse. She or he, they question themselves, like, this is too good to be true. And I said this in the last video for Taurus, that when we get something really good, we tend to end that. Hold on, guys. That's my brother at the door. So let me just tell him he has to wait a second because I'm not done with this reading. In the bathroom. Give me a minute. Okay. So yeah, something here that it's like too good to be true. Three of Wands in the reverse, something that you may have been expecting that didn't come back in, or vice versa, something that someone else wanted from you. Something that may have been frustrating. Okay, Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's something that you tried to go about in a certain way, and it wasn't working out. I see, the Taurus in the situation making an attempt to get something off the ground, but it's something that just doesn't work out. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. Because what was at the bottom of the deck? The Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so that's a card about abundance and happiness. Nine of Wands in the reverse. So there's something that you give up on, and I think it's a self-limiting notion, guys. All right, Two of Cups. This keeps coming up, and I'm saying that maybe we're in our heads because I just got into a relationship. All right, so you guys wish me luck with that. Whew. I went back to New York, and I met up with a friend of mine that I have known for over 10-15 years, and then we just had a spark that we've never had before, and things just took off. So hopefully I'm not jinxing it by saying anything. He seems like a really nice guy. Honestly, I was a little concerned because he's a Gemini, so I know that we're very stable and they're very all over the place. So, but he's a sweetheart. He really is. So hopefully it works out, and if not, whatever. I get back up and I keep working. I keep doing what I gotta do. I love you, squad. Take care, guys. Oh, and if you guys want a personal reading, I'll leave everything in the description. Take care.